From what her mom said, that what the words came out their mouth. They were playing a game, drinking. That was the statement they made to her mom and her sister or everybody who was around over at her sister's house. Because they was asking questions.
Right.
So that's what they told. And so I guess, that was her mom's sister, everybody went with. Until I got the information. Because that alcohol poison did not sound right for me. No, not at all.
Right.
No, she don't drink like that. I know that for a fact.
Right. So now once the autopsy came back, okay, and it came back that your daughter was beaten, right? Khalil was nowhere to be found. He didn't come back around. He didn't pick up his phone. Is that what happened? That he just disappeared once the truth came out in the autopsy?
He went off the radar. He went off the radar from what I was told. All of them went off the radar. I guess once he got out there on social media or Twitter or Facebook, how they communicate. Like I said, I don't be out there like that. That's how they on their pages, what I'm hearing, and all of a sudden, all of them start shutting down their pages. Their Facebook pages or Twitter accounts or, whatever they was on. So,
right.
But
they start shutting them down.
Nowhere to be found, nowhere to ask no questions, no nothing,
Yeah. And it's so funny because when I called you and I told you a little bit about what I do, who I was, and I told you, I said, I'm going to put their pictures out today. And I got all of their pictures that morning. All of their pictures. The North Carolina Beat found every single one of those individuals who was in that room with Shanquella picture. Her picture wasn't going to be the only one going around. I mean, people knew Khalil, but the other people, they didn't know. So it was easy to find Khalil. But to think that y'all name was just going to be out there without people seeing who you are. And immediately when the North Carolina got involved, that's what I told you we was going to do. And we did it. And we'll do it again for any other family that's looking for justice. Now, Mr. Bernard, have you tried to reach out to Khalil? Has anything in you? Because I really know, I'm not going to say that, but has anything you say, let me try to call him. I need to talk to this man. I need to see why this man, my daughter's guy best friend, would do this. Like, did you try to call him yourself or get an answer to him yourself, although he didn't reach out to you or call you?
Well, ask mom and her sister, they called. They said he didn't answer his phone, so it wasn't need to be called. So
right.
Going forward, it's in God's hands. I'm gonna let God deal with it. I'm gonna let God deal with it, and He dealing with it. So
absolutely,
she will get her justice. My daughter will get her justice. She will not die in vain. No. Each and every one of you all, whatever the law says, that's what I'm going with. Or you gonna add a little more extra,
Right. Absolutely.
Whatever the law says. Because all y'all was there, all y'all was accessory to whatever y'all did to her, and y'all know what's wrong. Y'all know it was wrong to the utmost. Y'all know it was wrong. Y'all know. I don't know how y'all can sit here and think she got a mother and a father that love her conditionally. Y'all ain't bring her in this world. Who give y'all authority to take her life? Who give y'all authority to take her life? My world have shut down because I don't have her.
Yeah. Yeah.
My word has shut down because I don't have her. So
Mr.
now,
Rob,
I just got to bring her justice.
Yeah. And we're going to get it. Mark.
Because you stole something from me.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
Yeah.
You don't know me. I don't know you all. But y'all done stole something from me tremendously.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, y'all did not have to touch her. She ain't did nothing to y'all. If she said in the words, y'all can let words is words. That's it.
Yeah.
That's not y'all child for y'all to be attacking her, beating on her like that, body slamming her, breaking her neck and her spinal cord. Really? Really? And I know some of you ladies from what I heard that y'all got little kids. You know.
Yeah.
How would y'all feel if y'all child got taken from you all?
Yeah.
You can't see them no more.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hear their voice.
Yeah.
You know. So whatever the consequences is that the law deal you all.
Yes. Yes. Let me yes. I wanna ask you one last question. You know, I have really a lot of questions, but I'm not gonna ask them. I'm not gonna ask them because you are a grieving father, and you know, all journalists would have questions about this whole case. Now, I want to ask you a question. I want to back up a little bit. I want to ask you a question, and we're gonna get off of here. Mr. Bernard, have you been told who found Shanquella? I mean, were they still in the room, like, or did they leave her? Because, you know, of course, there was a rumor going around that a maid had found her. What have you? Have you been told how she was found? Were they in the room? Did they leave after the medics got there? And I mean, and they came back later. Have you been told of how she was discovered?
When I was told, the man says he found her sitting up in the chair or either sitting up in the bed. Sitting up in the bed or sitting in the chair with a broke neck and a spinal cord.
Dead? What?
She died at 3 p.m. Now, you said you arrived at that house on that video, you said, at 3:30 something. So if you arrived there, sir, it should have been 12:30 or 12:45. You got there at that house. So evidently she had to be alive when you were there. So in that scenario, you saw the condition that she was in and you saw the bruises that she was, you know, on her. You should have called the medics, or somebody should have called all of y'all. Y'all could have carried her. She ain't about 120 pounds, 125 pounds. But y'all chose not to. Y'all chose to get that thing, got out of there and got her suitcase. And for what our statement says, one of y'all called a taxi cab and went to an airport hotel. Now, I don't know how true all it is, but that's what I'm hearing. And one of you called back to the States and asked somebody what to do.
It's true.
One of you all called back, y'all panicked, and one of y'all asked what to do.
Wow.
You know,
so you left her and the maid found her. Because I was trying to figure out, how did she get from the bedroom to the living room where she was found? Y'all drug her from the bedroom to the living room? I mean, I'm just trying to understand. And this Nazir guy, he told me on the phone call, Mr. Bernard, that me and him had before he went live the other night, and I played it on here. He said that he got there at 2:16. Then he came back on the live and said he got there 3 p.m. something. And then he said he was by 4:26. He was by the pool saying, "Quella, get up." So when you got there and you started CPR, and the death certificate and the autopsy say she died 15 minutes after her injury, which was at 3 p.m. So that means you did CPR on her and left her where she was and then you went by the pool and said, "Hey, Koala, get up," knowing she was dead. I mean, but the thing about it is, he's a compulsive liar, Mr. Bernard, and he can't be trusted. And I dissected the video, and I proved that Nazir Wiggins is a liar, and he is as much responsible and guilty as the rest of them, and they need to be held accountable. Now,
I mean, if you say he did CPR, then they say it was a medic in the house. So that medic don't know how to do CPR.
That's
you know.
It. Hello.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Bernard, one last question. The FBI is now involved. They have revoked their passport, so they can't flee. What is the FBI telling you? I know you don't have to go much into detail, but is there anything that you can share with us that they are telling you, other than that they are investigating it? Have they told you? Have they spoken to anyone? I do know that they have communicated with us that if there's anyone that they are investigating it, and that if there is anyone who has information, whether it be photos, whether it be text message between any of them, or anyone admitting anything or saying anything, photos, and you have information, please contact the FBI. Doesn't matter what state you're in, whether you're in Connecticut or you're in Charlotte, contact the FBI, and they will route your tip to the appropriate people. Is there anything that you can tell us about the FBI on investigating this that you may be able to share?
No, I don't know nothing. I'm just waiting on them.
Yes,
I'm in the blind, just like everybody else in the blind. I just know God is moving. Mm-hmm. You know, He's moving at His own time, and I walk by faith, not by sight.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
As I say that,
come on now.
As I say that, what I say, justice will be done for her.
Yes,
absolutely. Justice will be done.
Absolutely.
And I will know our Lord that we serve will come through for me.
Yes, He will.
The whole world, the whole nation, all y'all prayers, which I don't know none of you all out here. But, I know y'all prayers, and y'all, I know y'all prayers is the one that got me standing.
Ooh, yes.
Standing strong as I'm standing. I can't even sleep. Can't even hardly eat.
Mr. Bernard.
Big hurt feeling.
Yeah.
It's a really big hurt feeling.
Yes, it is. Mr. Bernard, thank you so much. Thank you so much for telling the world how beautiful your daughter was, for being bold and being courageous and being strong. The world see your strength through all of this. And my condolences again go out to you and your family. And the entire world is praying for you and your family. And I know that on Saturday that you all are going to send your daughter to heaven in a mighty way. And my prayer to you all is that I know that you won't ever get over this, but you'll get through it. And I pray that when the days come and the grief come, that it will come in increments, and that it won't overpower you, but that, you will begin to, release it, and heal. And that's what I'm sending your way to you and your family. Healing power, healing energy. And again, Mr. Bernard, thank you so much. You have my information. The North Carolina Beat is standing beside you. Any information we get, you and your family will be the first to know. And I just want to thank you all so much for giving us that permission to show the world what happened to your daughter, because these people are going around lying, saying this and saying that. But thank you guys for allowing us to share that with the world, so they can see how dirty friends, so-called friends, can be. And it's not Quella's fault. Let's get that straight.
No, not at all. Not at all. She thinking she's going over there to have fun, enjoy herself.
Yeah.
Not knowing she ain't going to even come back.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get that straight. And thank you so much, Mr. Bernard. I'll call you once I get off.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Me your prayer.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, y'all. So, just by the way, Mr. Bernard, we talked about that he wanted to do this interview. For those who say, you know, why you got him up there, we had a conversation. Nazir Wiggins, Dejanay Jackson, Elise Hyatt, Winter Donovan, Malik Dyer, Khalil Cook. You might as well go ahead and turn yourself in, because the statement that you gave, the lie that you told, is sending you to jail. So if you thought you've ran, if you thought you're hiding, if you thought that we weren't going to be on your ass and our foots weren't going to be on your neck, y'all cannot be trusted. And you know, people are going to support you despite of what you're going through. They are going to support you. Oh, it don't matter if you go to jail. It don't matter if you're murdered. It don't matter. It don't matter. They still going to support you. But we will see today that y'all asses go to jail. Ain't none of y'all innocent. Ain't nobody victims. Ain't nobody a victim but Shanquella. She the only victim. She the only victim. She's the only victim. I don't give a damn how much you ride down the street posting a video, playing songs and trying to send messages. You a dirty, low down dog. Y'all are dirty. Y'all are low down. And the truth of the matter is, somebody need to beat y'all ass if you want to keep it a band. The same way that I was about to call her something, but you know, these organizations out here, you know, you can't cancel me any goddamn way. But y'all need y'all ass beat. Upside the head. Everything that was afflicted upon need to be inflicted upon you. Burn y'all asses at the stake. All right, y'all. I'm Gerald Jackson. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Good night.
Good evening, everyone. So there you, December, baby. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. There you go. Like we were saying last night, that Nazir's story didn't sound right, and I'm not sure if y'all saw the update video that Gerald Jackson did. Shout out to him, because he is on their neck and he's not letting none of them breathe. Okay. There was a video that came out today where Gerald was explaining, like, basically Nazir had been there for hours before all this started. So when we were up here doing the live last night and we were listening to him, and when he kept saying, yeah, you know, I arrived at 326, and I say, there was no way that he could have gotten there at 326, because Shanquella was already pronounced dead at 3 o'clock. So he, as us as well as other people, you know, through his video, him saying, "Oh, I swear to God, him having the Bible," that didn't mean shit to us because his time frame was not adding up. And what he was trying to do is displace himself from being there at that time. So that's why it was convenient for him to say, "Oh yeah, I left, you know, I came the next day, and you know, I got there at this time." Well, he fucked up himself because when he told us, "Oh yeah, I got there at 3:26, and you know, I make this live video at 4:26, which is a whole hour later," and he's telling us that, you know, she's over by the pool, and he's telling her, "Oh, Shanquella, get up, this, that, and the third." I said, well, what the fuck is he talking about? Because how was he doing all this with a court, you know, with a dead body? Like, how was he doing all that? So, you know, last night you kind of figured out that he was lying, and thank God it came out, you know, today. You know, other people saw stuff in his lies or read things in between his lies. So that's where we are at today, 20 minutes of it. I'll drop the link. If no one comes up, then we'll get off here because this isn't going to be them, you know, long drawn out lives or anything like that. Hashtag justice for Shanquella and her family. You know, I don't think that this is going to be no situation like where it was Kanika. You have to figure this out. And not only that, there was another video. There was another fight. There was two fights. There were two fights. So those were things that we discussed last night because I say it had to be more to this than just, you know, the video that we saw of this girl beating her up the way that she did. Well, she was body slammed by the other girl, Winter. She had got body slammed. So that had to be after the video that, you know what I'm saying, circulated on social media. But other than that, hit that like button, dislike button, share, like, and subscribe. This is Drama News, Drama Report, and I'm out of here.